Hi everybody, it's Kristin. So I have 2 Jane products to review for you today. A blush and then 4 eyeshadows. So 2 categories, I guess, 5 products. And I just want to say these were not sent to me. I think a lot of YouTubers got these sent to them. They weren't sent to me. I bought these at Ulta. And probably about a month and a half ago, something like that, I think is when I showed them in the haul. So I've played with them a little bit since then, and I thought I would kind of swatch the eyeshadows that I have for you, talk about them, and the same with the blush. So let's get going. The first thing that I want to talk about is actually the product that I didn't like, and that is the blush. And this is what the packaging looks like. I know you guys have probably seen this all over. And this blush is in Berry Bouquet. So it looks like that. And I'm going to swatch this for you all, running my finger through all of the colors. It's like that. This is just kind of on the outside. So there's not actually a ton of difference. I don't think. It's just a little bit deeper. So that's the whole, running your finger around the whole thing. And then that is just on the outside. And by outside, I should show you that. I mean, like right here. I didn't pull in that dark pink. So I've tried this with many, many brushes. This is a matte finish, by the way. So that's kind of why I thought I would really enjoy it. But this, for me, applies very patchy. And it's really bright. I mean, the pigmentation can be a good thing or it can be a hindrance. In this case, I think it's a little bit of a hindrance because it's so bright. So I have gone with the dual fiber. I have used my Bobbi Brown brush, which is not good because it's very dense. I have used my MAC 129. I've used just a bunch of different brushes and it's difficult. I am wearing it today. So generally what I have to do is put it on as light as I possibly can. And then I'll take whatever brush that I put my foundation on with, make sure that most of it's wiped off and kind of really blend it in. So that's what I have on today. I don't love it. I don't know that I will be using it again. But, excuse me, I wanted to try it. So this blush sells for $12. I think that's pretty pricey for a blush. That's kind of, I like the L'Oreal True Match blushes, but they're kind of pricey too. So I don't know. For a drugstore blush, I feel like it's a little bit pricey. When I think a MAC blush, which is usually, they're usually great and very easy to blend, it's about $16 if I remember correctly in the pan. So anyway, I don't personally recommend this one. I've not tried the other one. I think they have 2 colors in this. One that's more peachy and then this berry one, but not my favorite product. Okay, so on to the eyeshadows. And I apologize if I still sound a little bit stuffed up because I am. I mean, 3 weeks of this. I feel fine. I'm just a little stuffed up. Okay, so I just want to kind of show you the eyeshadows that I purchased with swatches, and then I'll come back and talk about the individual shades. So the first one that I have is Cosmo, and that one I would call more of a glittery shade than a shimmer. And it's a deep eggplant, sorry, grapes, Kristin. It's a deep eggplant color, but it comes, well, I'll show you the swatch, we'll talk about it. So that's the swatch. So I find this one, this is my least favorite of the 4 that I purchased. Do you see how it comes off black? I don't feel like it looks anything like it does in the pan. At least to me. I'm not sure on camera how it's coming across, but it comes off black. It's one of those shades where it's like a deep, they'll say like a blackened blackberry. I don't know how they describe this, but like a blackened blackberry. And really it's just black with some glitter in it. And there is some glitter in there. I'm not sure if, yeah, you guys can see that. So not my favorite shade. This one did not blend very well at all. The eyeshadows sell for $8, by the way, but frequently Ulta has them buy one, get one 50% off from what I've seen online. And when I was actually in an Ulta, that's what the deal was when I purchased these. Okay, the next one I have in my hand here is a matte shade, and this is in Clay. I remember saying when I hauled this that I would have expected Clay to be more gray, and then a lot of people said, well, Clay, where we are is that color, so there you go. And I'm going to double swatch this, not because of the quality of the shadow, but because of the color. I just want you to be able to see it. So I purchased this as a blending color. This is really, really nice. The matte, this is the only matte that I purchased, but it blends very well. It stays put, it doesn't crease. Sometimes I have issues with even higher end matte shades, even over top of my almost bulletproof eyeshadow primer will kind of towards the end of the day start to do a little something weird. This does not do that at all. I really like that. Great payoff, great blendability, awesome. Awesome. Okay, so, and I have that in my crease today, by the way. This one is in Dawn, and this is a really pretty, it's like a rose gold, but it's a really deep rose gold. Looks like that. And there's the swatch on my hand. So this one has more of a sheen, almost metallic look to it versus the glitter or the matte. So pretty. And the last one I have, I've talked about this before, and I've worn this in a video, which is why I didn't wear it today. This is a really deep purpley taupe. It's searching for my words. It's called Passion Flower. It's really pretty. And I will swatch this against some other taupes here in a second for you because a lot of people were curious about that. So it looks like that. I should have shown you on Dawn. I'm going to show you here. So that's very nice. Very nice. I really like that color. So nice. All right, so I'm actually going to swatch some other taupes next to it that people were curious about. The first taupe that I want to compare it to is Le Métier Débuté Corinthian. So this is the Passion Flower. And it really is deeper, but would pair nicely with it. So that's Corinthian Passion Flower. The next one that I wanted to compare it to is Satin Taupe by MAC. You guys have all seen that a million times. I think I'll go below it. That's Satin Taupe. Passion Flower. So it is similar, but different. Still different. Not a dupe. And then the last one is Taupe Gris. And I would also say the finish on these three is very similar. Very similar. Let's go right here. Taupe Gris is much darker. So that's Taupe Gris from Chanel. There were a couple of things that I felt like I missed yesterday when I was thinking about the review as I was driving home. So I'm going to stick this in somewhere where it's appropriate. I wanted to talk about the shadows themselves as far as, you know, they apply very well. I don't get a lot of fallout from them, but then I really tap off my brush. There's a lot of this going on. So I wanted to just talk about that, and I did want to say that they apply well, and I don't have a creasing problem with them at all. I use the same eyeshadow primer combo that I always do, and I may have touched on that yesterday, but I just wanted to show you kind of how I'm gonna put my brush in here. So that's what it looks like after I brush in there, and you can see that it's just fine, and there's product on my brush. And after I tap, do you see what kind of is on there? So I don't get fallout when I apply it, but then I always use this kind of a flat shader or my MAC 239, whatever, and just, you know, I press it on the lid. So I don't get a lot of fallout from the shimmer shade, and I also don't get a lot of fallout from the matte. I'm going to flip this brush over and I'm going to do the same thing. I think that's important to note. So that's what it looks like before, and especially with a matte. So product on it. Just a little bit of powder, not a ton. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll wipe this off. I'm going to do the same thing then with the kind of glittery one, this one here. This one you will get more from, so that's the brush. I'll show you. Hopefully you guys can see. That's hard with the dark color, but you can see that there's a little bit of powder. There's a little bit more, well, there's a little bit of fallout with that dark shimmery shade, but not a ton, and especially not if you tap it off. So I felt like that was something I missed yesterday that you guys might want to know, that I don't, you know, sometimes if you get a good pigmentation, like even, again, I like Wet n Wild shadows, but I always, so many people think that those are the be-all, end-all. And while they're great, there is a good chunk of fallout that you'll get from those. sometimes on your face, and for sure in the pan when you tap it off. And these just have a little bit. And so I just kind of wanted to show you guys that so that you can see what's on my face right now. I will stick it at the very end of this video. So those are the products that I have tried from Jane Cosmetics. I know that Jane used to be around kind of back in the day. I didn't have any of the products when they were around back in the day, so I can't compare them to that. But this is my experience with the blush and then the 4 eyeshadows. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. I hope that you enjoy this, and I apologize I don't have more from the line, but as I said, I wasn't sent it. I purchased it myself. And as I pick up other items along the way, I will certainly, if I do, I will certainly go ahead and, you know, review those for you and let you know what I think. So if you aren't interested in seeing what's on the rest of my face, thank you so much for watching. And if you are, I will tell you very quickly, you know most of it. So today for primer, I have the Rouge Bunny Rouge Aqua Primer, and then the Rouge Bunny Rouge Time Defying Foundation. Goodness. And I have finally retired my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and so today I have the Catrice Sun Glow Bronzer, NYX Taupe in the crease, Pink Pop from Revlon on my lips, and Bare Minerals Lash Domination. I think that is everything. I do have a little MAC Brulee, but otherwise I talked about the 2 shadows that I have on. Oh, and I did take, I should mention, I did take this Cosmo, which was this one. I used that as a liner underneath. I smoked it out a little bit with clay, and then I also used it as a liner up top, which is how I really prefer to use this. And you get a little more of the eggplant out of that. So. Okay, this face of the day, you know, you never know what you're gonna get from me. Foundation is the same as you just saw. The only thing different is the blush that I'm using today is the L'Oreal True Match Blush in Baby Blossom. And I have the Passion Flower on my lids today. I have the kind of sparkly one in Cosmo on the outer corner and brought in. And then I have Shale from MAC in the crease, or is it Quarry? I can never remember. And that, whichever the matte one is. And then on my lips today, I have the Lize Watier liner in Nude and MAC Cream Cup. Anyway, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.